Welcome to today's Serie A match between Juventus and Como at the Allianz Stadium in Turin. This is a fascinating clash between two teams, separated by just one place and 4 points in the standings, yet with very different trajectories. Juventus come into this game smarting from a disastrous midweek trip to Istanbul. They were demolished 5-2 by Galatasaray in the Champions League, throwing away a lead in a calamitous second half. That result leaves their European hopes hanging by a thread and adds to the double disappointment of a late defeat to Inter Milan in the Derby d'Italia just days earlier. Despite those setbacks, the Bianconeri remain unbeaten on home soil this season and will be desperate to get back on track as they chase a top 4 finish. Their opponents, Como, represent one of Serie A's most ambitious projects. Under Cesc Fàbregas, they are dreaming of Europe just 2 years after escaping Serie B. They actually beat Juventus in the reverse fixture back in October, a result that sparked real belief. However, they are currently on their longest winless run of the season after draws with Atalanta and AC Milan and a shock loss to Fiorentina.
3 defeats in just 8 days. Conceded 12 goals. No wins in 5 games. Juventus, the legendary old lady, is crumbling right in front of our eyes. Saturday afternoon at the Allianz Stadium. Shock horror as mid-table Como. Yes, Como, coached by Cesc Fàbregas, came to Turin and won 2-0. Is this the end of Juventus Champions League dream? Stick around because this crisis is real, and it's getting worse by the day. Let's rewind this nightmare week for the Bianconeri. Just last Saturday, they fought bravely with 10 men at San Siro against runaway leaders Inter Milan, but lost 3-2 on a last-gasp goal. Heartbreaking, but understandable against the Scudetto favorites. Then Tuesday night in Istanbul, absolute disaster in the Champions League playoff first leg. Galatasaray destroyed them 5-2. Juventus went down to 10 men again, collapsed defensively, and now face a mountain in the return leg. And then, Saturday, the final blow. Como, sitting 6th, travels to Turin and leaves with a historic win. First time Juventus lose at home in Serie A this season. Their 21-game unbeaten home run, gone in 90 minutes. Goal number 1, just 11 minutes in. Total chaos at the back. A sloppy loss of possession by Juventus. Then Michel Di Gregorio, already under fire, makes a huge howler. He flaps at the ball, and former Juve player Mirjam Vojvoda pounces to slot it home. 0-1 Como. The second half? Even worse. Juventus push forward, but get absolutely sliced on the counter. 61st minute. Beautiful French connection for Como. Captain Lucas de Cunha threads a perfect pass, and ex-Lion man Cesc Caqueret finishes calmly. 0-2. Game over. Juventus looked slow, uninspired, toothless. No shots on target in long periods. The fans, booing, whistling, some even chanting for personality and fight. This was embarrassing. After this defeat, Juventus dropped to 5th with 46 points. AS Roma in 4th have 47 points, and they play Cremonese later that Sunday. If Roma win, Juventus fall out of the Champions League spots. Meanwhile, Como jump right up, now just 1 point behind their victims today. Cesc Fàbregas has turned them into real contenders for Europe. Inter still lead comfortably. The gap to the top is huge. The gap to 4th? Getting dangerous. So what now for Luciano Spalletti and his squad? The Galatasaray second leg is coming fast. They need a miracle to stay in Europe. In Serie A, the top 4 race is slipping away. The fans are furious. The press is ruthless. Headlines scream, crisis, historic humiliation, UCL at risk. This isn't just a bad week. This feels like a breaking point for Juventus. What do you think? Is Spalletti the right man? Should heads roll? Can they save their season? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Will Juve make Champions League or miss out completely? If you want daily updates on this Juventus crisis and all things Serie A, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell, because this story is far from over. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Forza Juve, they need it more than ever.